Khalil live for us there on Capitol Hill, watching both stories for us. So, Joe, first, tell us more about today's confirmation vote for Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard being confirmed, Nicole, obviously very substantial for President Trump. Before we dive into that, the hearing just wrapped up, and we're seeing some lawmakers come out, take questions. So we're actually going to go over here. This is Congressman Burleson, Republican on the committee here, taking some questions. If we can.
It's not going to get us anywhere close.
Do you think there's going to be that sort of bitter disagreement in the rest of the hearings in this subcommittee? Like people using vulgar language, people lashing out at each other? Is it going to be?
Yeah, I think the ad hominem attacks are ridiculous. They're at a place where how do you justify all of these expenses? I didn't have enough time, but I had a poster board of all of the reckless spending that's been sent around the globe. And how do you defend it? And so I think the Democratic Party is in a bad bind because they're having to somehow defend all of this reckless spending. But that's why I played that video. I wanted to remind them, this is when a point in time in which the American people used to vote for them, in majority, is when they actually champion the same things that we're doing, that we're attempting to do.
Congressman, we did hear some of the fireworks moments in there. It seemed like Democrats said they are willing to work with Republicans on serious efforts to find waste and fraud. I'm just wondering if behind closed doors, maybe what the public is not seeing, is that work being done already? And if not, do you expect there to be actual bipartisan substantive work behind the scenes?
I welcome it. I absolutely welcome it. If they can find things that uncover some fraud or waste, I would absolutely welcome it. But so far, no one has reached out and offered anything. And I don't think we heard a single proposal today. You heard from us proposing things like making sure there's no fraud in Medicaid and other programs, making sure that we're cleaning up the PPP program and all the money that stopping that from being abused again in the future. So you heard a lot of real world, legitimate talking points about cutting waste and proposals from the right side. But unfortunately, we just heard from the left side just complaints about Elon Musk.
Several of them also raised concerns about inspectors general being fired. Many of them said some of the figures and statistics you all have about how much waste there has been came from inspectors general doing their work. Is that a valid concern that these people who are tasked with finding fraud are now being fired?
Yeah, I mean, every president comes in and replaces the political appointees, the inspector generals, with their inspector generals. So this is not new. I think that's a red herring.
There's more than 13,000.
We're going to step back here for a minute. So you just heard from Congressman Burleson, one of the Republicans who were on this committee. Nicole, again, we're not sure what this committee is going to develop into. DOGE is brand new. It's obviously been very controversial. You heard Democrats also complaining about Elon Musk, his authority, and so far steps to really slash elements of the federal government and federal agencies and spending. At the same time, you have Republicans like Congressman Burleson and others saying there are trillions of dollars that go to waste, that are fraudulent, that end up, costing us and increasing